Good morning, y'all. Happy Sunday morning to you, wherever you are in the world. Even if you're watching this at nighttime, it's a beautiful day here in Cape Town, and I'm on day 3 of the full moon eclipse of just staying under the radar. And yeah, so that's what I want to talk about. She wanted to do a quick video just to tap in for the energies that have come to pass since the full moon. So of course I did a video the other day just explaining what it's all about. Now I'm on the other side of it, I have a little bit more to share, which might help. So I'm just going to dive straight in with it. So on the actual night of the full moon, which was Thursday night into Friday, so that was very, very powerful indeed. That was a huge divine feminine activation. Now, even though I talk about divine feminine, this is for the guys as well, because that frequency is within all of us, and that balancing needs to happen. The divine feminine, masculine frequencies need to happen. But the full moon, the moon, she's divine feminine. Isis is the goddess of the moon. So anyway, I'm going to talk about menstrual cycles now, guys. Sorry, but it is relevant for you too, but obviously not physically, but energetically. So obviously I never ever get my cycle like on the day. I usually get it just before, just after, which is normal for us to have our cycle around the moon cycle. And mine was horrific. And I've spoken to other divine feminines, as it were, who haven't had a cycle for months, and then all of a sudden had one on that Friday. So what I sense and feel is almost like energetically, we just connected into each and everyone's energy. Obviously, when we have like powerful menstrual cycles like that, it means power, strength, and power. So there were so many of us that had the same thing going on. So I do feel that was a real anchoring of the code. So that's a good thing, because all will benefit from that. So you guys, you're welcome. But yeah, we all benefit from that. So, and the dreams that went with it on that Friday night were very deeply profound. I had a very, very powerful divine feminine, twin flame dream. I dreamt of my husband, which I'm going to get into just now. But other people had really horrific, very, very real dreams. And those were all the timelines collapsing. And the dreams were specifically about their shadow and things that just needed to come up and come out in the wash in a very, very big way. So that's kind of what happened on that Friday night. So there was a huge purge, which is what you want. It's time to get it all out the way. So be very, very still, meaning still carry on with that. Be very, very still in your energy. Be very, very still with what you're doing. You know what I mean? Because like the energies are still running. I went for a run up the ramp mountain yesterday with the dog because I just thought that was the right thing to do. No, it wasn't. Should have just kept still. Because sometimes when you sit there and think, oh yeah, I should be all spiritual and go and sit under a tree, it's not necessarily the right thing. And that's where I always get caught out, because I'm like sat here chilling and with Netflix going, I should do something a bit better for my energy. And if the sentence starts with I should, I ought to, maybe perhaps, I need to go and get this done, bin it, because that's just the mind talking. So I got a little bit caught out with that yesterday, because you can actually go and do spiritual things and kind of actually know no, you should have just been on the couch, chilling, doing whatever, So there's that. Compassion, huge compassion. What came through, and I think this is just a healing for the world, for each and every one of us. We're deeply, deeply going into compassion. I felt this a month ago. I felt the energy and the tests that I was being put through. The initiations was all about expanding into more love light of my own to be able to have more compassion. Understanding and knowing that people can't meet you where you're at, because, energetically you might evolve to a different place. They might not be there. You know what I mean? Like we all have different glasses on, looking at things in different ways. And, it's like we've got our goggles on. So, you can't expect somebody to be looking through the same glasses as you if they're not there yet. So what's the point of kind of like getting any clashing going on there? Not necessarily clashing, or even just debate or whatever. It's just about having compassion. And even if it's not a direct connection with you, you might see somebody that's basically still sat at the lights on a green light and everybody's hooting them. You're like, for God's sake, they need to learn how to drive. Well, maybe they got something big going on. Do you know what I mean? You don't know what's going on in that person's life, and also as well, just people that may kind of like, that's the best thing, I think. Road stuff is the best way to actually put that to play. It's like when somebody makes a mistake on the road, and that's disconnected from us because we're not having a direct conversation with them. But when we see that, we're very, very impatient. I know I'm like, oh, for goodness sake, where did you get your driver's license? Our Christmas cracker, especially in Africa, have more compassion. So that's what I've been doing, because you don't know where they're at. And also as well, on a more personal level, you can be at a different level for someone else. So, your reality is your reality. Take responsibility for that. And theirs is theirs. You know what I mean? You can't make somebody come into alignment with you. That's your stuff, you know? So compassion, more compassion. And that's what this moon's bringing up. Remember, the moon, the full moon is all about chaos as well. It's all about chaos. It's bringing up all of this stuff for us to just, because if you want to just keep it real, it's about expanding more into your love light, okay? And if you're finding anything grating or anything popping up or everything like that, it's because there's more love light to be gained of you, more of you to be claimed, okay? Throat chakra upgrades, really, really big throat chakra upgrades. I haven't got a sore throat per se, but it's borderline on there. And this throat chakra vibe is about channeling. It's about, please don't make a noise. Why is it when I've been doing my full moon videos that like it never happens? Like, you know, on the last one, in fact, the same teenager stood there and was like, can you take me somewhere? And now she's just stood there above my video. Like I say, a little bit of chaos trickling in. That's what I class as chaos. Teenager walking through my video. Anyway, and if that's all I got to worry about, well, things are good. Throat chakra. So yeah, so it's all about like unplugging the throat chakra now. Now remember, the throat chakra is about obviously communication, creativity, but it's also where you welcome change in from the world. Not many people know that. And that's going to be like, it's all coming through here. The Blu-ray, Archangel Michael, Mother Mary, it's all here. So for whatever reason, you might be tweaking a little bit here, or maybe you blew your throat chakra out by screaming at someone. I did the other day, funnily enough, to that teenager that just walked past the video there. I exercised my throat chakra. In fact, we both did. And actually what happened is we shifted a whole lot of energy and frequency, and then next minute we were hugging and we're like, oh, that feels better. Oh, the joys of having a starseed daughter and a starseed family. We kind of get it, you know? So exercise the throat chakra. Exercising it in that way is not always bad, you know? So I've heard a lot of people have been, and like that's happened. So, and that's okay. That's what needs to happen. So good times are coming. Good times coming. My dream is one of my mediums anyway, but my dream state is very, very deep, and I'm dreaming a lot of good things about good people doing great things. And it's very deep. So definitely, I feel it like so profoundly that's what Spirit's saying is like, you've made it, you're doing it, you've got it, you've made it. So like let that settle. And then twin flames, huge shifted and a shaking in the twin flame timelines. One of my dreams I had on the full moon was about infidelity and betrayal with my twin flame, and it definitely isn't this life because we're fiercely loyal in this life, but it was past life timelines falling down, and that's what I dreamt about, you know. And he has had many dreams in the past about me, obviously with infidelity, you know, past lives coming through, and it was deeply upsetting for him to come into the waking state. This is the first time I've had that kind of dream where he was the one doing that to me, and there was a lot of twin flame energy around it. But as a result of me having that dream, experiencing that dream on the full moon, what happened with the twin flame frequency in my world, which when it happens in my world, it happens with all of us, because if it happens to one, it happens to all. You know, I felt the energetic timelines, like the grid work with the twin flames start to come together. My husband isn't even here. He's on the Zambezi living his best life with a fishing rod in his hand, and yay for him. But like, so he's not here. So, he didn't need to be here, because this kind of work that me and him go through always happens deeply and profoundly when we're not in each other's physical space. Okay. So now what I felt with the twin flame energy, there was kind of like I miss him so much this trip. He travels a lot, but it's not a usual physical thing about his physical presence. This feels like a very, very deeply energetic repair of the twin flame grid. And I felt like a real clicking in, and the family has felt it as well since that full moon, that we all have this powerful energy and frequency that's flowing through us to do with him. But then me, he's my twin flame. This is to do with me as well. That there's like I say, there's just a deepening and a coming together, and that's on the energetic grid, which means that's just going to just kind of like come up to the top now, and it's going to play out in the physical. So that leads me into we are so supported now. We're coming in and we're actually finally feeling the support of the divine masculine, because that's probably why it came through. Okay, because we're all doing powerful projects. Those are with big bodies of work coming through and everything like that. There's like if you haven't got a big body of work, it's coming through. Or maybe you just want to build a house, or you want to move country, or you've decided to get married, or you've decided to have a family. That's all divine masculine framework, you know, and there's still big bodies of work. You're still building something. So, you know, with that, what's actually happening is that framework's coming in now, so we can stand upon it and we are supported. We have a conducive environment that supports, and that could come with money, friends, people, finding your tribe, you know, having that aha moment. Oh, okay, that's what I'm going to do. That's direction. Direction is divine masculine. So all of these things, like, you know, it's now shifting and shaking, which means with the twin flames, as we come together, if you are blessed enough to be in union with your sacred other, like I am, like, you know, that's that we've got some major teamwork going on, because I mean, like, you know, we've got this family to run. We're a starseed family, and we're all boosting on all levels in that respect. But the coming together of me and him, we do big work together, but we don't do it in each other's pockets. You know what I mean? He'll go and do a lot of work in Zimbabwe on a physical level, and I'll do the energy to it. Do you know what I mean? So we're very much a yin and yang. So if I'm doing that, like I say, putting that into the grid, we're all benefiting from that, which means we are now very much getting supported by the divine masculine. So the divine union is now able to come into balance within each and every one of us, and that's what this is all about. Divine masculine balance, night and day, you know, the light and dark, you know what I mean? It's all of that is coming in. So, you know, so that was supposed to be a really quick video, but it took 10 minutes. So with all of this energy going on, things that are going to help you move through this, please go to my YouTube channel and make use and benefit of the 5 videos. It's very much like that, 10 minutes of video, I just blasted it, of how to lose your mind. Because the way we get through this is by letting go of the illusion, living in the heart, like connecting through your awareness, where everything is fine. So what now? So I've done 5 videos in 5 different stages. Get your pen, get your pad, use those practical tools to actually pull you out of the illusion, pull you out of the mind, body, and emotions, and click you into your truth. And when you're here, you can navigate everything. So if you're having a bit of a full moon crazy still, those videos are going to help you massively, but make sure you watch them in order, 1 through to 5. Okay, so that's on my YouTube channel. Go have a look see. And then also as well, the Egypt tour is underway. So talking about the divine masculine now holding you, call to action to the way shows of the new earth, you know, like, are you ready? Are you ready to go and basically live your biggest life and your best life in Egypt and land what exactly is been hanging around for eons? Because it's time, because you've left something in Egypt there, and it's in the temples, and it's in the ground, and it's in the earth, and golden frequencies are at its highest. And it's time for that activation. So if you feel called to really go big or go home, like literally go home, go big or go home, let's do Egypt. Come with me in April, and now really tap into that trust factor that you are supported. So if that is calling to your soul, just give your sacred yes. Divine masculine comes in and holds you and makes it happen. So I'm going to put all these details. There is a linktree link that I always put below my videos. Now that linktree link is very, very clever because it's got lots of links inside of it. So just go and have a look at the link, because even the 5 videos, the how to lose your mind video is in there. So go and have a look, see, and see if there's anything that can be assistive to your process, and get in touch. But other than that, I'm going to sign off on what was supposed to be a short video. Hilarious. Now 12 minutes long. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm embracing my my ability to be able to like talk so much and rap for days. And I'm going to leave you with that. Happy Sunday, y'all, and keep on vibing. Love. Peace.